brothers and sisters in Christ, we start this Holy Eucharist with the sign of the cross, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, what is the great sign of the Holy Trinity. And also we will finish this Eucharist with thanking you, go forth, and with the blessing in the same Holy Trinity. This is like all of us in this church. They have baptized in the same and into the one and same Holy Blessed Trinity. This is like Jesus Christ asked us today in the Gospel, go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Trinity Sunday is the time just to confirm very important truth. There is one God, but there is three different persons. But it's only the same God, and it is the question not of our understanding, but our faith. We can say, Lord, I believe, but help my weak faith. And during this Sunday, we can maybe understand more. But it's important to love more God and to believe that He's only one and very important in three different persons. Like we just heard the first reading, the Moses, he said that the God is only one. Fix in your heart that the Lord is God in the heavens above and on earth below, and that there is no other. So very important truth for us, just to believe in Him and to live His love, because God is love, and God is the perfect unification. He is united, three different persons. In this church, the St. Patrick's, I like one more, take this example of this small shamrock. You know, there is nice stained glass in your Adoration Chapel, the St. Patrick, and he teach in 5th century about the Holy Trinity. And he said just the three leaves are part of the one plant, and how similarly the three persons, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, are part of one supreme being. I think this truth is so important for us today and the same. And this small shamrock became the sign of the island and the Irish people. But it's a very nice sign for us, for the Christian life. We just read also in this Gospel today, when the Lord, He said, go therefore and make disciples of all nations. I am a missionary. I was sent by my congregation, the Marian Fathers, to Rwanda. And it was like 26 years ago. I left my country. I was only 1 month, the priest in my parish. And I am Polish, you can hear my accent very strong. And I started my mission work in Rwanda 25 years ago. It was the beginning difficult time because it was the war, it was the genocide. I know that you heard about this very difficult time in Rwanda. But I am so proud to work in this country because it was also the apparitions of Our Lady. What happened in 1981, Our Lady came to visit this country with very powerful message. It was three visionaries recognized by the whole church. And the apparitions also, they were recognized for the whole church. And Our Lady came with a powerful message about the gospel of the cross. She reminded the gospel of Jesus Christ. There is like no new teaching. Our Lady, from the beginning, called up all Christians, repent, convert. She said a lot of times this very important action in our Christian life. She asked the people to pray with the very sincere heart, without hypocrisy, to pray for the church, because it will be a lot of troubles in this church, to pray for the families, because they are very fragile, to pray for the teenagers, for the young people, for the kids, to pray for the new vocation in the church. Nothing new, but so important. Mary is our mother, and she reminds like the mother for the kids, sometimes 100 or 1,000 times. What we see, the woman, they know, I repeat you like 100 times, and it's not yet. You know? And Our Lady loves us like the children of God, and she reminds us very important truth. And the other message was about the sufferings, the big mystery of the suffering. She said, like nobody on earth passed through the heaven without suffering. But what is very important, just connect this suffering with Jesus Christ, and our suffering completely changed. This sometimes difficult moment could be really the time to be with Jesus Christ, what He suffered for us. This beautiful cross in this church reminds us that ultimate love, the God for us. And Our Lady asked us to be with Him. But finally, the message of Kibeho is about the love of God and our neighbor. What is the most important? God's commandment. And finally, she said a lot of messages about the God's commandments, to respect them. You know, nothing new, but very important for our Christian life. For this reason, we call Kibeho the Lords of Africa, the place when a lot of people start to come. We have like every year about 150,000 visitors in the shrine, what is like 1 mile from our place. The Marian Fathers, they are working just very close of the shrine, and I have some now also pictures for you. The first one is about the Rwanda and Kibeho 2004. When I came to Kibeho to work, it was just the white area, beautiful area, because the Rwanda, we call the country of the 1,000 hills. And when we start, it was no water, no electricity, really nothing. And this place is like 1 mile from the shrine of Our Lady of Kibeho. But what's happened 10 years after? We have the next picture. On this hill, what was the white hill, now we have the Marian Formation Center. Just 10 years after. The first is the big retreat house for the local priests, local people, everywhere. Every year we have a lot of visitors just to come to pray. This is our first work. Also, we have like the guest house for the pilgrims, and they come from the whole world. The only last year in this place, it was about 3,000 people. And from United States, we had more than 100 visitors. This is like, I invite you also one day to come with Father Matt and to visit us in Kibeho. We work with we can see also the big statue of the Divine Mercy. And what is amazing, this statue was also in your parish. I think in 2002, visited from Chicago, this 18 feet tall statue made in bronze, and now this statue is in Kibeho. This is like an amazing gift, what we received in Kibeho. Just Jesus is watching the shrine of Our Lady, and with His mercy, what Father said, it's so important, because this country really needed healing. And during these last 10 years, I think it was about 3 million people. They came just to pray and to ask the mercy for the country and for the different people. We can see also in the corner there is the nativity. It is like also the sign that the nativity is not only the Christmas time, but Jesus is coming every day to visit us. And we have the chapel, and in this chapel there is the first class relic of the Saint John Paul II. I can say already we are gifted, and in this place we have very, very important signs of our Christian faith. And I am so happy that a lot of people come, especially to pray. The first they go for the shrine of Our Lady. And like Our Lady said in Cana, do whatever ask you, do whatever tell you. This is so important to receive Jesus Christ in our life. And the people after they come and they ask Jesus Christ, what is your will for me? What is your will for my family? What is your will for my future? And I can say they receive a lot of really good response through this powerful statue of merciful Jesus. If we can say, watch the next picture. You know, we walk through the different people. And very important is like, you can see, it was in July last year. From Minnesota, Nebraska, California came 40 young people to visit us for the mission trip. And we work together not only for evangelization, for the spiritual life, but we work also for education. We work for the school, and this group is helping me for the school, and we build a medical center. We can see the next picture. Is you know, our primary school, very close of our center. In the beginning, it was for 200 kids, and now it's for 700 kids. Come for the primary school, and they receive like they give the yellow T-shirts. They were so proud. It is really, you know, the picture is beautiful, but this very poor area. The kids come really from the very poor area, and we try to help them. The next picture, we can see the new medical center. And what is very nice, that the kids, there is like the foundation, kids playing for kids. And they play the golf, they wash the cars, they sing the music, and with this donation, we just built a very small but very nice medical health center. What is a very big gift for this area, and it's for the kids and also for the local population. The next one, we can see the kids, we are feeding them also. Because the mercy of God, it's just first step, it's to pray. But with the power of the prayer, we go to help others. And what is amazing story, very short, that we have the first bakery just next to our house. But this bakery is the gift of the Green Bay Packers. Can you believe it? Yeah, I received a very nice gift from the Packers. I know that you are for the birds here, but it was amazing that the coach with the players, they offered to help our mission, and we built the first bakery in our area. And the next step, we help a lot of people. And we gave for the school every week about 6,000 rolls of the bread for the kids. This is really amazing and so beautiful. And we continue the different work. The next picture is like we built also the small dormitory for the teachers that can stay during the week near the school. Also the nurses, they can live here during the week, and they move only for the weekend because there is this very poor area. It's not the possibility just to stay over the night. And you can see this is like the first dormitory with the Cemetery house. You know, they really love this first Native American saint. And it is really nice story also, but I can't say all stories, but it's a very big blessing for our school, this dormitory. And we continue our work, you know, we continue to help the local people, And we try just to build the next step. It's like the Divine Mercy altar. And we can put the next picture. And it's very important because this statue is powerful. And we try to build like the stage. And in the future, it will be the place for the religious music. It will be also the place for the big celebration. Because this statue on our hill, what is like the very providential hill, because from the beginning, the name of this hill was the Hill of God. But not for our God, but in the tradition, it was Umusozi w'Imana, what means Hill of God. And when we put the big statue, the people really come and they said, it's true that our country is the first country in the world. Rwanda is the first country in the world consecrated to the Christ the King. And in 1946, the King of Rwanda consecrated his country to Christ. And this statue is also a very powerful sign of Christ the King, King of the universe. And we continue our work, to try also to build, like what I said, the stage and the field altar, and just close of Jesus. But also, we have the project for the handicapped people, This is the Lords of Africa, what we say, but it's not really possibility to stay for the handicapped people. And we like to add 7 rooms, the guest rooms for the handicapped people. And I hope this year, what is coming, the Pope Francis will proclaim the year of the Divine Mercy and the mercy of God. And I think we try during this year, next year, just to build the field altar for mercy for Jesus and the very nice sign, the handicap for the handicapped people to help them to come and to pray. And nobody knows, maybe to be healed also in this place, because we have a lot of healings in our place and in the shrine of Our Lady. And during this, my mission appeal today, and I was a week before in Kenosha, also the Marian Parish. This is like the bricks to help us to build this new project. And after the communion, it will be the second collection, and it will be the beautiful sign also, your solidarity with our mission in Kibeho. God sent Our Lady to Kibeho. And during this Trinity Sunday, I'd like to say that Mary is really connected with Holy Trinity. Because she was only one woman chosen by the God Father to be the mother of Jesus Christ. And she became the mother by the power of the Holy Spirit. This is really very nice connection with the Holy Trinity. She is temple of the Holy Spirit. She is mother of Jesus Christ. And she's like beloved daughter of God, the Father. And Our Lady called us to continue our mission in this place and to spread the message and make this place really very important place in the church. We help not only the Rwandan people, we help all the church. And this is so important because we are the members, the living stones, the same church here in St. Patrick's Parish and in Kibeho, in Poland, in different places. And we believe in one, the same God, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. And I hope just that one day, maybe next year, the Father Matt can organize more pilgrimages with your parish, maybe other parishes, and you can come to visit us. And Our Lady, she was the first to come to Kibeho. And you are also very welcome in our place. And in the lobby of the church, you have the small images of Our Lady and the merciful Jesus. Please take one image and keep it with you like the souvenir of this Trinity Sunday, and maybe one day to visit beautiful place, Kibeho, what is the small shrine, but really very important message for the whole world.